Welcome back to Silent Hill. Today we are discussing a creature that lurks the darkest areas of this town. Pulled straight from a typical old fairy tale and birthed into this world of horror. Let's take a look at the Mumblers in Silent Hill. Mumblers are small animalistic beasts who walk upright toward their next victim. They have this dirty, sickly skin tone, a giant hole where their face should be, long arms and giant claws for hands. They are quite clearly a monster that you would be best to avoid, so let's take a look at where they are found. Mumblers can be found wandering the horrid Silent Hill sewers. Whether they are stumbling around the pillars or clawing at the thick green water, you'd be best to run around them entirely before they grab you next. Harry can actually witness just how ferocious these creatures can be once he reaches the Silent Hill resort area, which is found right after those murky sewers. He can wander across to Annie's bar, where Dr. Kaufman can be found pinned down by a Mumbler who is close to giving him more than just a scar. Fortunately, Harry clears the Mumbler off of Kaufman, who then storms off. You're welcome, I guess. The sewers and Annie's bar are locations you can find Mumblers in any region's version of Silent Hill, but there is more to their appearance beyond just the North American version. In our previous Silent Hill monster lore video, we discussed the disturbing Grey Children. It was highlighted in this video that the Grey Children do not appear in the European and Japanese versions of Silent Hill, as those regions required full censorship of the Grey Children due to their appearance being too similar to actual children. Instead, they are fully replaced by these Mumblers. They are directly replaced for their similar attack style, where they'll grab their victims' legs, but instead of stabbing them with a long knife, they will use their razor-sharp claws. They are also a similar height and build to the Grey Children. However, they don't give a creepy laugh when they're nearby or attacking Harry. Instead, you may hear their distant groans and growls, which grants them their Mumbler name. As they fully replace the Grey Children, you can expect to see Mumblers where those demon kids exist in the North American version. This is in the Nightmare Alley scene, Midwich Elementary School and Lakeside Amusement Park, as well as their two previous locations where they appear in every version. So these monsters get a lot of screen time, that's for sure. What's more, the Mumblers are quite consistent throughout Silent Hill media. They appear in the 2006 Silent Hill mobile game, the Silent Hill play novel Game Boy Advance game, the Silent Hill novel, and Silent Hill Revelations, the 2012 movie. So what makes the Mumblers so relevant in the early Silent Hill story? The town of Silent Hill is a reflection of Alyssa's tormented mind. The Grey Children are a manifestation of the kids who would bully her, which certainly makes you wonder what the Mumblers represent. These beings actually exist as a manifestation from the fairy tales Alyssa used to read when she was much younger. The world of Silent Hill isn't just plagued by nightmares of her experienced past, but also the terrors that exist in all of the stories she used to read. These stories typically involve a mystical beast, which the protagonist must overcome. They also include smaller threats, quite like the Mumblers who roam the eerie corners of Silent Hill. If you were to play Silent Hill, you are certain to come across the Mumblers. You may also come across other beasts who don't just exist in an old fairy tale. They might also be lurking in these foggy streets. I hope you enjoyed this short monster lore video on the Mumblers of Silent Hill. Please let me know in the comments what monster you would like me to discuss next. Be sure to subscribe and I'll see you next time in Silent Hill.